Lofty. I think it's amazing. Truly amazing. Without a doubt, amazing.
You work at me. I tire.
Doubt not. Aspire to remain. Here's the play. Juxtaposing Prince, the Prince of Principles, principally principality.
The heir to your future throne commences his entrance!
May I present Richard Hughes-Beck! Richard Hughes-Beck, you are being indicted for un-Dada-like behavior.
Un-Dada-like? Preposterous!
I perish! Die! Mother of all green candles! Flit, 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 flit,
Hambo, the variant of words I despise. Clockwork, summer power, limbo vagrant, gentleman dog biscuit.
You speak like bubble bath. Jennifer.
Dada was in. Oh, how the skies would. Geese ran. Kablow! Quack! Kablow! I hunt ostrich.
My mother left me. Your dress is very, very, very... Bring out the absinthe and raisin surprise.
Raise the checkered surface! Upgrade the boring rhetoric! There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. That is 5. 27, all accounted for.
291. 291.
Astounding! I only have grapes for drying, liquor for the blind, the rambling prophet.
Bring in the rain, the sheeps of clumps and umbicular. O Clytemnestra!
I swap myself like the tainted Victorian. Where's the wire? I am speckled with worry. I've lost my lid. Imperialism supreme! I spoke once often, but they took away my patrician elder. How can they do? How can they be? How can this be? How?
Opiates. I need more virgin micro. Virgin micro. Twice I say virgin micro. 20 times. Virgin microbe, virgin microbe. Virgin microbe, virgin microbe, virgin microbe. Virgin microbe, virgin microbe, virgin Ad nauseam. The microbe deflowers me. He defecates.
I am on trial!
Off with my head! Off with my head! Off with my head! I speak no moose game. I am eluded by the axe of progress. My bones are in my skin.
Bathe me.
Scene 5. Kurt is pily and noisome. I love you! You're pily and noisome! Name your price and the prisoner escapes. How true, how true, how true.
I am on my way to grandmother's house.
My love, my lubricant. See how the building doth shine.
Paris is frigid as Greece. Rome is slightly more pleasant. Brussels stinks of German tourists. Life works out a bit like this. Fiend!
me, but Zurich is splendid as well.
Note the hummingbirds lathering their minute wings. Dear Kirchwitters, I would like to speak with you concerning the delightful subject of Dada. Is Dada, therefore, and so on, yada yada. Dada, 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 Dada! Yours with subtleness, Richard Hulsenbeck.
Language neatly fits into a corner of my mouth. My tongue somehow bites it off and my teeth spit it up and give me something.
Dear Kirchwitters, it has been years and I have still not heard from you. Will you please write to me and resolve all opposites? Mistakenly, Richard Hulsenbeck.
Dearest lady, I love no one. My castle is filled with lead.
I have an answer immediately!
Blimp. Yes. Perhaps if she dons her socks with eggs, soldier mistaken for gravestone, come quick, stop, Kurt.
No more to Paris. No longer to Brussels. Zurich has an evil eye. Richard, jealous. Richard, on trial. Richard, confused.
Yeah, I love you.
You are highly annoysome.
Paris has grown warmer.
Dear Richard Hulsenbeck, I received your letter yesterday, and consequently I am purple to reply that Dada is dead. It was killed years ago when it was spoken. Joyfully yours, Emmy Hennings.
Dear Emmy Hennings, I received your letter to Hulsenbeck. Drat, Kurt.
Dear Kirchwitters, I find the postcard you sent me quite alluring. Have you talked to Richard Hulsenbeck about Dada lately? With utter sincerity, Richard Hulsenbeck!
Dear Richard Hulsenbeck, thank you, yes. Have you spoken with Richard Hulsenbeck about the letter that dear Kurt sent to Emmy Hennings? Don't tell him of the purple death of Dada. It never happened that way. All I can say is pow pow, hi ho, bing bang. Sadly, Emmy Hennings.
Dear Emmy, I was quite misshapen to hear of the death of Dada. Please give it my condolences and send an evaporator to my mother's house. The basket of shoes you sent last year fit everyone but her. I love you, Kurt.
Dear Kirchwitters, you are petty and noisome! Richard Hulsenbeck. Scene 3! The birth of Agamemnon!
During the French Revolution.
Oh, my little piggoos, where are you?
Lucky photographer! Tourist! I hate the Americans. Oh, you brute! Don't rape me!
I'm afraid a good rape is what you need.
I shiver with fear. My lovely flesh trembles. I flatulate the flag of France.
Here comes the little French soldier. Whack!
She has a very hot ass. She has a very hot ass. She has a very hot ass. I swoon. A Frenchman.
Oh my goodness! I have the gravy caravan here to greet you. I return to Thebes and I find not one, but two of my subjects.
She has a very hot ass. She has a very hot ass. She has a very hot ass.
Not three, but four of my subjects participating in acts of a random nature, and whilst I have been away battling in the Punic Wars.
Fuck you! You dirty pig! I shot the Sphinx with my very big cannon.
My itchy. I need to take off these itchy trousers. Oh my goodness, what's this?
Oh no! I'm a little girl! Please don't rip me!
Do it for Zeus!
Do it for France!
She has a very hot ass. She has a very hot ass.
My, things ever changed here in Thebes. But unto you, my sweet wife, Clytemnestra, how I have missed the honey of your brow.
I smell garlic. I swoon. Take me.
You were supposed to scorn me. Clytemnestra, you are all that I have come home to Thebes for.
She has a very hot ass.
So I shot the Sphinx.
Brother, how could you? I will slay you, old king.
Oh, you are Pily and Noisem. Agamemnon, I am your Clytemnestra.
You betrayed me. Your own husband and brother-in-law. So did this scoundrel. Your own husband and brother-in-law. Take my crown and my wife to bed. I'm on trial.
Dear Kurt, I love you. Send Richard, love Emmy.
Dear Emmy, I love you. Send Richard love Kurt.
Dear Richard, I love you. Send Richard love Agamemnon.
Scene 4.
A chess match.
I cannot account for the actions of your queen. She has been most disruptive of my night.
I cannot account for the actions of your knight. Your knight is a silly slut. I smack him twice over with my delicious cream, and he falls about crying like the girl he is.
Can you hand me that vision?
And you are my favored playmate.
I am nothing but a man. Simple and sardonic. Sardines would not swim in my vicinity.
Sardinia is lovely this time of year. Have a radiator. They grow right out of the ground here.
Your queen will lament her false eyelashes and her teasing.
Oh, Clytemnestra!
Husband Aegisthus, I am ready to be adorned with lilies.
You are Pily and noisome.
I love you.
Artemis I love you, and hairy goodbyes. I stand for none of these. This is what, without a doubt, unquestionably, without scrutiny, I believe in. It is true that I am a fool. It is also true that I am the actual Charlemagne of all toadstools.
Your king smells of Brussels. I return to Thebes to say, I love you, Clytemnestra!
You are Pily and
We are
Noisem.
not playing the game of Dada today, Richard. We are playing the game of anti-Dada.
Dear Kurt, have you seen Richard? I hate Agamemnon. Paris won't have me. Zurich is robust and kind. Fascists live there. They send me their bootstraps and leather jackets. Give my love to Clytemnestra. Yours, Emmy Hennings.
Dear Emmy Hennings, I thought I had lost it forever, but today I found my love for you. It was hiding in the closet. Sentimentally yours, Richard Wilsonbeck. I'm coming closer to your desperate need. He's soon to be thrown by his true love.
Well, perhaps I should defend you.
Dear friend Tart, who is obviously a man, you have puzzled guilty. Bovine fish, you stink of lavender. Richard, who's in back?
So, you are guilty of un-Dada-like behavior. Prepare to meet Dada Death.
ugly!
Dear fat and ugly, you are fat and ugly. Bridget is not fat. Kurt is not ugly. Zara is not. Glenn Ray never is. Could be. I am really a platypus and Brussels stinks of Richard's hairy ass. You are fat and ugly. Definitely not fat and ugly, Emmy Hayes.
I sometimes consider myself to be fat and ugly.
I often consider myself to be fat and ugly. Where is Dada? Do I breathe, Dada? What is a hairy man if he is not a hairy man? Why is the sky? Steam engine!
Yes, welcome! Dada death. The absolute absence of Dada. You see? Even when Dada is not here, it still exists. not escape Dada.
So that's the game. Bourgeois pig. My queen still remains standing, even if she is fat and ugly.
And very obviously a man.
I demand to see my queen!
Agamemnon's king! Agamemnon's warrior. Agamemnon's missing. Agamemnon's old. Agamemnon's pervert. I grow weary and have to peace.
Don't puke on that floor. I am a man. I have no dignity.
Just a moment. I will be back with God.
Dear Kirchwinners, oh, Richard is delicious. If only I could see you again. I am having an affair with a French tart who is very obviously a man. I love you. Emmy, P.S. His piss smells like puke.
I found God, everyone.
I'm so glad I could be here for the grand unveiling.
Yes, all along, it has been I, your old friend, Hugo Ball, playing your wife, Cabaret.
I have spoken, and so it is. Anoint the oracle of Zurich with lavish word.
Oh, the cement and satin blade of curvaceous anomaly splits upon the grass. You have a full minute to reconcile all opposites. I am splendid.
I don't see that which is Dada! I find am Dada! I mock prose and fan myself with song! The man who is but a woman, who plays but my wife, only dilutes the penalty! I wither! I bleed! I have you checked me.
Bang! 0 nose. Full circle. And gagging. Acropolis crumble. Thebes crumble. Take that, cruel opposite, and feel the length of my shaft! I am fat and ugly!
Fat and ugly, isn't he?
Obviously, isn't he?
Certainly, isn't she?
Dear Andre Breton, I am having an affair with you. Please don't tell the French tart who's very obviously a man. He is fat and ugly, isn't he? Kisses to Richard. Emily.
I am fat and ugly, aren't I?
He is fat and ugly, isn't she? I love you, Hugo Ball.
You're pily and noisome. Dada Festival! Hello, senors and senoritas, and welcome to Dada Festival, the festival where Dada is put on trial. I am charming.
on trial. Oh my goodness, even more horrible news. Dada is to be put on trial here, in front of all these industrialized imbeciles.
Bark, bark.
My Dada! My dog has fleas! My ventilator has gone Fritz!
Ventilator? It is a virgin microbe.
Behaving quite pyly and noisomely.
Does my frame in this picture resemble a judge?
A green king is no better than a red king. Quite the opposite.
Does my frame in this picture resemble God? Oh! 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 Oh!
Beep, 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 beep.
Clat!
We are no longer in the frame of anti-Dada. We are in the frame of Dada.
None of you are in the frame. You slide on the side incongruently. Slosh!
This behavior is un-Dada-like.
Zurich is as splendid as Paris. Brussels still stinks like your hairy ass. And I am here to report that the trial is a mockery. Ta-da!
I move the recess of Dada. Let us take a 5-minute break from Dada.
That is un-Dada-like
That
behavior.
is most certainly un-Dada-like behavior. If I point to a vase, then it is no longer a vase. If I say my slacks are green, then Miss Higgins wears them. I treat myself to the umbilical cord that hangs down from my ventilator. When I was 15, I knew pleasure with my right hand. I am not 15. I have no pleasure.
Oh! It's a pot of applesauce.
Definition. Definition, definition. That is why you are all crook.
June 15th, 1916. Attended a gathering of scholars. Zorro was there. Bang! 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 Hugo Ball. Andre Baton did a collage. Kurt Schwitters read a spontaneous poem. It was very charming. Old ladies attended in hopes to revive their dying sexual appetites with tea. Applause! General mayhem! It was the death of Dada!
Dear Dada, I am sorry to announce that you are dead. Nothing ever existed of you in the first place. Oh, my condolences to you on the loss of your life. New York is a pool of gas. I can see my reflection there in your eyes. Can anything be so ridiculous as death? It doesn't exist either! I enclose in this letter a black dot signifying your death. It is a white dot written on black paper with black ink on white. Consequently, it may be somewhat difficult to see. Send nothing again. Miss you. Hope to hear from you soon. Annie. Oh, P.S. Kurt is highly noisome.
I love you!
Yes.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes.
Little Pigos.
Yes.
Yes.
April 12, 1916. Man Ray is behaving in a peculiarly Dada-like manner today. He hasn't been very Dada recently. I find this to be rather Dada. Zara was there. He was significantly Dada. Kurt was there. He was highly and noisomely Dada.
Emmy was there. She reported that Zurich was as pleasant as Paris. Brussels smelled of Richard's hairy ass, and that Dada was dead. This makes her fantastically Dada.
Hugo was there. He is also fat and ugly. A bibbidi bobbidi boom, a grandly Dada.
Richard was there. He's on trial for a Dada-like behavior. Perfectly Dada.
Andre was there. Do shout sometimes, he is completely Dada. He's acting only sometimes in a Dada-like manner. I find this to be very Dada!
I grow tired 96% of the time. I live 27%. I think -2%. My shoes fit 3%. And Hilsenbeck is a turd.
That is un-Dada-like behavior. And ungentlemanlike.
A gentleman manifesto. A gentleman always carries an umbrella. A gentleman has no spleen. A gentleman commits suicide. A gentleman sleeps 24 hours a day. A gentleman is never idle. All gentlemen are wombats. Therefore, all wombats are delicious. A gentleman never admits he is a gentleman. I am a gentleman. A gentleman never lends his money. You owe me 1,000 francs.
Well, that was a Dada-like. And ungentlemanlike.
Dear Richard, Kurt is a gentleman. Love, Emmy.
Dear Emmy, I found your last letter to be very Dada-like. Kisses, Kurt.
Dear Dada, you are un-Dada-like. Love, Hugo.
I found your
P.S. Am I a gentleman?
I found your last letter.
Be Dada-like! Excuse me.
Dear Hugo Ball, I found your last letter to be extremely un-Dada-like. Kisses, Richard.
Yes, march on, everyone. Bye. Bye, Dada.
June 16, 1916, Richard is an axe. Learn Dada's
Da, swa, da, ling, da, is.
the decayed Dadaist. How very un-Dada-like behavior. Zara's a gentleman. My goodness, how Dada.
Bang! The scene has previously occurred.
Act 9 and a half by Dada. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cabaret Dada. All fish are not my father, although,
You are not my sister?
My grandfather wears gold lame. I am the imagination of God's lackey. In the center ring, Richard Hulsenbeck.
I've just discovered a new word called Dada!
Here, in my dictionary, I discovered a word called Dada and another one called shit.
I like this Dada. I find it to be piley and noisome.
It is a virgin micro.
Fellow imperialists, Viva la France, Kurt Schwitters, and the Dada tongue of Dada.
This is the Dada tongue of Dada. Its actual title is Umla. In spring, the head of my true love opens its mouth, and the flowers erupt. The Dada tongue of Dada. Umla! Cro, ro, 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 ro. Bleep, bleep. fall from trees, and my heart pitter-pats for my true love. And she arrives! The Dada tongue of Dada, Dada leaf. Umlaut! Ra, 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 ra. Blue frame. Ooh. In a season between seasons, my true love never exists. The Dada tongue of Dada lives, the Dada tongue of Dada dies.
And now, may I present to you the rheograph.
I've just discovered the word rheography.
Dear Zurich, Brussels stinks like Richard's hairy ass. I just discovered a word in Kurt's dictionary. Dada. What a wonderful word, Annie.
Dear Zurich, you are about to be struck with Dada!
Join Dada. Let it buy your streets.
Not your business when we're clown suit to work! Bye, Dada!
Bye, Dada.
Kurt.
Bye, Dada. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the low, low price of 2,000 francs, you too can own this lovely work of Dada.
Here's my little eagles. I want to experiment with my rheograph.
No!
Life works out a bit like this. First, you take 2 clumps of yarn and some toilet paper. Take the 2 clumps of yarn and send them to Bermuda. Have the colonials chew them and spit them into a jar. Have that jar sent back to you. Sleep 2 nights with it under your pillow. Burn the toilet paper. In the morning, you will have the meaning of life. Enjoy it, for you will forget it tomorrow. I know I have.
February 29th, 1960. Yesterday, I attended a gathering of imbeciles. They call themselves Dada. I was charmed. They were charmed. Everyone was charmed. Isn't that charming? I'm a gentleman who considers himself rather delicious. There are 391 meanings. Try each one. I carry the flag of Dada. I am Dada, therefore so are you. You are definitely not Dada. Therefore I am not. Dada is not. Absolutely charming.
And now, for the first time in Zurich, the gateway to Brussels from any direction. God!
I denounce Dada once and for all.
Well, that is quite Dada.
Ooh, I must send these to Bermuda immediately.
And now, for the first time ever,
Post-Dada.
I just discovered a word in the dictionary. It is called surrealism.
I'm not being very Dada when I say that I denounce Dada once and for all.
Prologue. The war. When a man thinks and speaks, when a man thinks when a man thinks and speaks, even the maggots must vomit. When a man thinks and acts, homes become brothels, and hotels condominiums. Take the young milch cunt, her breasts as springy as rising down. Take the jaded blue hen, her breasts withered like raisins. And the sun will shriek! I prefer to remain indifferent.
Germany stinks like Richard's hairy ass.
Brussels stinks like my hairy ass.
Budapest stinks like Richard's hairy ass.
New York stinks like Richard's hairy ass.
Alsatians stink like Richard's hairy ass.
England stinks like Richard's hairy ass.
I stink like my hairy ass.
Zurich stinks like Richard's hairy ass.
You're all piloting and boastful.
That is very un-Dada-like behavior!
I find this world very un-Dada-like. I must depart on a new journey. Find something more Dada-like.
Book of definitions.
Here, in this book of definitions, I have just discovered a new word. Mares.
Kablam!
An Anna Bloom.
Go to the crowd. Find Dada.
Upside down makes no sense to the upright.
My mouth communicates nothing of my mind.
You'll only find Dada on the ground. You'll not find it in the soil. You'll find Dada Dada-like if you look with your eyes open. See it through a microscope.
Huh.
I consider Dada a part of everyday life. I find it simply amusing. As long as it continues to amuse me, I am. Found guilty of undada-like behavior.
Never in Paris.
Never in Cologne.
Never in Brussels.
Never in Paris.
Never in surrealism.
Never in Mars.
I can't see a damn thing.
How very Dada.
That is very, 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 very undada-like behavior.
Say it like a Dadaist.
Hugo, you are very Dada. Did I happen to mention that you are dead?
So then, we are all in agreement that Dada is dead?
Yes!
Zuka!
Not even close. If Richard's got anything to do with it.
Yes, quite unmistakably dead.
Unbelievably dead.
Quite possibly dead.
Undeniably dead.
Irretrievably dead.
Words have been severed from their meanings, and yes, they are dead.
Define words. Define the biggest word!
Definition, definition, definition. That is why you are all croak.
Now that is dead, I want to know what was.
You are guilty of undada-like behavior.
You have used as a cesspool for your own aggressions, reducing it to that is like behavior.
That is undada-like behavior.
That is undone.
That is undada-like behavior. That is undada-like behavior.
How absolutely Dada.
Act Infinity. Dada takes a vacation.
Dear Dada, I sever my ties with you. From this point on, I am no longer Dada. I can't smell Brussels anymore. Love, Emmy Hayes.
I have an appointment in New York to photograph tiny bottles of whale vomit. The Eskimos are happy. The Demus is fattened up.
Farewell, Dada.
No, my suckling perimeter. Please don't go and leave me here in the dying strains of Dada. I will go with you.
New York is full of boxers. I know I'll despise it, but away! Away from the smoldering stench of Dada.
Zurich now stinks of Richard's hairy ass.
You are highly and noisome.
I love you.
I'm off to sow the fertile magnetic fields of the surreal. I am the deceased ex-patriarch of a dead carpenter. God is dead. He was a creation of
Bye, Dada.
Epilogue. This scene appears later in the program. Epilogue.